To the gamers, hello. To the me, hello. Not the like little Nintendo creatures, the myself. To the me, hello. I'm not with it today. Today's probably only gonna be like a little baby hour stream. Because, it's one of those days where it's like, you wake up, and you can tell that you didn't sleep like the, I feel like I need to sleep like I've been a computer that's been shut down in order to wake up refreshed. And instead, I feel like I've been set to sleep mode and I'm awake and all of my malware is still engaged from yesterday. I don't particularly know what that means. I'm a little bit delusional. Over the weekend, I had one of the worst night's sleep I've maybe ever had. And that seems to be fucking me over the whole way through. It's been a while since I've run 64, so I would imagine it to go poorly. But I expect you to enjoy it, regardless. I do feel like if there's like a content creator that you know, and they're like, oh, I love my audience, it's like, that's a red flag. You should hate the audience a little bit. I should be insulting you, not to the point where you feel physically upset, but to the point where you know that if you met me in real life, it would be like, okay, I need to treat this guy with decency instead of being like, can I join your Minecraft server, you know? One second. There's so many chat messages to read. It's the worst start of all time. I know it's been streamed for 2 minutes, but Leon, what are your thoughts on femboys? What thoughts do you want me to have? In which case, you can import whatever you want me to have onto that thought. Maybe this is insane, but like, I'm kind of not thinking about like anything, you know? If you ask me my opinion on a thing that I've never engaged with, chances are the answer is, I don't have a clue. Why would I have developed an opinion? You're asking me effectively if I have a Brexit mindset. What do you think of Amsterdam and the rest of the Netherlands? I hate it. When have you been there? Never, and I never will. That's all Brexit is. We love to generalize people who we disagree with here. My March 10th milk from Tesco expired. I don't know how to tell you this, but that shouldn't have happened. We are not even in March yet. We are in February. Don't correct me. I would like to be ignorant to the sands of time, personally. But if you want to actually know what's going on, then fair enough. You're a braver soldier than me. Squeex, bold squeaks. Okay, well, this wasn't one that I was exactly ready for, but I guess that's an L that we have to take, as usual. Dumbass Leon moment, number fucking 700 billion to the uptillionth degree possible. So true, so true. I've gone the wrong way. That's fine, I think. We just do this star and then we run it back. Oh, Jesus. Oops. What's your favorite star? Can I be completely honest? Mario 64 is one of many, many games that I've treated like this. Where I know how to play it, I cannot name a single thing in it. So, I like the star with, in Rolling Rocks. The one where you go past the rocks, and then you do the wall flip up to the little panel that's in the corner. That's based. But other than that, I don't have a clue, bro. I got no idea. You cannot be completely honest. Please stop. Okay, you've got a point. Are there any other games that I run? I tried to run Rayman Origins a while ago. But much like most endeavors in my life, I started it, realized that I enjoy it, but I don't enjoy it enough to take it seriously. Which is pretty straight and narrow. I don't particularly know what I mean by straight and narrow, but like, most things in my life, I don't think I'm really like an enthusiast of anything. In that I will enjoy it, I'll go, that was good, and then think about the prospect of taking it seriously. Engage with day one of actually trying to be good at something, and then going, this isn't for me. This is not what I want. Which I don't think is a good thing, because it kind of means that I develop absolutely like no skills or talent over the course of several years, but here we are. No Owlless? Definitely not. There is no chance that I'm doing Owlless. I didn't even do Bomb Clip. Like, I didn't do Bomb Clip. I missed Lakitu. Owlless is miles away. And that's an L that you're gonna have to take as a viewer that wants the stream to actually be good. Everyone shut the fuck up. I'm here to hit it first time. Okay, well, I'm here to hit it second time, third time even, fourth time maybe. Okay, we just go up the side. We We go baby mode. We're wasting our time on a trick that realistically isn't going to save us that much time. Maybe it might even cost us like 30 seconds. Who knows? Oh shit. Voice crack point invalid. I can't control it at this point. I've reached the point where, you know, 27 is rapidly approaching. And if I don't accept that this is just like how my voice is for the rest of my life, then I'm going to be lying to myself for all of time. And quite frankly, you just need to learn to edit around it. There's a reason that the streams only go for an hour, because any longer than that, and it's like, you're not voice cracking, your voice like splintering the entire tree. Are you playing this because you saw people talking about the young people playing retro article on Twitter and got inspired? What? No? I have no idea what you're talking about. And quite frankly, it sounds like boomer shit. No offense. But it sounds like an article that I wouldn't care for, and I never will care for. Now that I'm in my let's just enjoy things arc, it's like, if other people have some, not philosophical, but like, something to chirp up about how people play video games, I don't really think I care. If you're rage quitting in Tekken 8, I mean, like, I'll be upset if I'm on the receiving end of it, but realistically, like, do I actually care? Probably not. If you're a young person playing old video games and speedrunning it in a way that completely destroys the sanctity of the art piece created at a time where games were nothing more than toys, I don't mean to be rude, but I don't give a shit. I mean, I'm out here playing Melee, going 3-2, no, 3-1, no, 1-3 in a double elimination bracket. Like, you really think I have a leg to stand on? Absolutely no. Damn, he's bad. 1, true, and 2, like, were you ever under the impression that I was good? This is one of the dangers that I feel making videos about video games, is that I expect people to be like, oh, he must be good at the games that he's talking about. And it's like, no, of course I'm not. The reason that I make decent videos is because I'm bad at video games. I invested my several points from Fallout New Vegas into creative thinking and not actual problem solving or mimicking people that I want to, you know, take from. Dark green square Venom begs to differ. Look, my Venom has always been ass, and I have no intention on making it good at this point. It's been so many years of playing, like, fighting games that I just kind of need to give up on the idea of being good at them and more embrace the fact that I'm a little bit ass. And with that, go, look, somebody else do all the research for me. Having a lot of opinions on video games does not equal being good at them. I'm not even trying to have a lot of opinions on video games. You want to know my opinion on Stellar Blade? Quite frankly, like, I don't really care. But if you're coming to it, then, you know, that's great. The camera is why I can never come back to this game. I think if I was doing stars that I wasn't familiar with, I would be on your team. Extremely hard. There's a couple of people that I know, and by a couple of people, I literally mean 2, who are on team, no, the camera in Mario 64 is actually good. And I don't know how to disown them in a way that is friendly. And so I've just kind of given up on trying to reform them. Because every time I have this discussion, this is the love of the game, regardless of the state that the game is in, versus the based I'm enjoying this thing as it is and actually thinking about the media that I'm engaging with. The reason that they think the camera is good is because it sets up a bunch of, like, tricks in the speedrun. But also, and my angle, is if you weren't speedrunning it, this would be a stupid fucking camera. This is only, like, good by the circumstance of a lot of tricks have been developed around it, and you learnt the tricks. And so, oh, Jesus Christ. And so, of course you like it, because you're using it to win at the video game, but it doesn't control well. A Mario grinder, I wouldn't mind finding him on Grindr. He is about 3'5", which isn't necessarily a problem, but also it's like, are you fetishizing the height? Am I about to ban you? Are you the smallest gooner there ever was? There's many questions. You need to answer all of them in the next minute, otherwise I'm timing you out. I thought Mario was canonically 5'1". He's Italian. Why would he be 5'1"? I know 2 Italian people and they are both 5 foot tall. Do not say Mario and Luigi. If you say Mario and Luigi, I don't know. Have at you. I'm cursing you. I'm hexing you. Be gone. Be gone from this stream. Stop making me 5 foot as we speak. I'm kind of mad that the rest of the run has gone so poorly. And this is like my warm-up because the MIPS goes insane. That might be the fastest that I've ever done MIPS. That was insane. Do Italians have factory specifications or something? Do we not all have factory specifications? Are we not all born into this world merely to be gears in the machine that is the McDonald's 9 to 5? Answer this question for yourself, chatter, and then come back to me. Gear like the guilty ones. I'm not physically timing you out, but I'm timing you out in my head. What I'm doing right now is I'm gonna read your chat message, but while everyone else is on, like, font size 11, you're on, like, font size, like, 4. It's hardly, like, readable, and I'll only, like, make it go up as you repent for your sins. Your sins is bringing up Guilty Gear again. I think that's an actual gold split. Holy fuck. That is bullshit blazing. Are we past the Guilty Gear soundtrack is, like, good, even though it has vocals, like, portion of our lives? Can we just be honest and, oh, you motherfucker, that was gonna be a pretty good time if that guy didn't bump me. Because, like, it sucks, right? Like, we're all in agreement. It would have been better if it was just pure instrumental. It's good? Okay, well, I see that some of us are still struggling to come to the idea that video games can be bad. You can't do a backflip up there. Side flip? Whatever. I still love it. I'll give it to you because I don't know you as a person, but if you were my friend in real life, which you're not, if you were my friend in real life, I would probably make fun of you at the Weatherspoons all day, and this would become the running gag between us. Guilty Gear Strive OST is good, but not for a fighting game. Strongly disagree. I refuse to elaborate because it continues this, like, running Guilty Gear bit that we're currently on. Which I was actually I was playing Guilty Gear Xrd before the stream started for like 15 minutes because I was like, I don't know if I actually want to stream a fighting game right now. And I got my ass clapped, and guess what? I didn't want to play a fighting game. And so I'm desperately trying to move away from the Guilty Gear discussion. So how many of us cut or uncut? Me trying to not make it painfully obvious that I listened to the yard. Oh shit. Wait, I'm caught up? What the hell? This could actually be like a PB. Especially because my BLJs are really, really bad. That would be insane. No Guilty Gear talk. No Guilty Gear talk. And with that, the chat goes silent. He has the sauce, oh my lord. I don't think I've got any sauce in any game. I'm playing Marvel again. Well, not again, but like I'm playing Marvel recently. And I just don't think that I care to make my Doctor Doom like saucy. Or my Doctor Strange. I think realistically what I want is a combo route that is reliable, safe, and kills my opponent. And if it's stylish, that's fine, but it also has to be stylish and easier than the route that I'm currently taking. Maybe that's like a sign that I have boring brain, but also like, I don't know, I'm not here to spend my time in a training room. If I wanted to gain some semblance of style, then I'd go and watch some like A24 films or something, man. But that's okay, because the game is kind of a vibe. So true, so true. This is also kind of like one of the things. Like, Marvel is already a game that just inherently is cool. Why would I feel the need to put more effort into making it cool? The burrito already has hot sauce on it. I don't need to put like a fucking habanero Reaper pepper in it in order to make it any hotter. I'm fine with the level of spice that it's currently got. I'm fine with the sauce intrinsic to Marvel. Just let me in. Finally, a game I can watch you play and have some semblance of what's going on. See, this is the problem, baby cheese, is you're going to get really annoyed at how bad my BLJs are and everything else about how I play this game, because there's a bliss to watching my streams and not knowing how to play the games that I play, in that you don't know how bad I'm actually playing. Here, it's a mask-off moment. You were thinking to yourself this whole time, Leon, he's kind of a gamer. He's not like the best gamer there ever was, but he's a gamer. And then, oh my, get me up the fucking stairs, little Italian man. There we go. I can't remember what little tangent I was on. Basically, you're cursed with... Or, sorry, you're blessed with the sin of ignorance, is what I'm saying. But yeah, I went 1-3 this weekend at a Melee tournament. It was a mate's birthday Melee event. And so it was just kind of like silly. Grand finals was like an Iron Man between 2 of the top players. There was also random stages and Pokeballs on. Which tournament? I think Max called it To The Max, featuring Max, and Max. You won't find it on Smash GG because the bracket was done. The bracket was done on a like canvas sheet, so that Max can put the bracket up on their wall, which I think is sick. I think that's insane. Mad, like, cool. Obviously, like, it's kind of gentrifying doing brackets because back when the liberals hadn't ruined everything. I don't know what that means. I'm just, like, listening to my favorite podcast and repeating it, which is the Joe Rogan podcast. It's not. It's not. It's the Yard. It's the Yard. But back when tournaments were real hood shit, they were just doing that shit on paper. And so doing it on a canvas sheet, I feel like is kind of like stealing valor. Is this getting footage for the Mario Goatsy deep dive video? That one's coming out on the Patreon only. Well, that was abysmal, but that's fine because it's the first run of the day. Are you coming to Invasion next week? No, because it's my birthday that weekend, and if I am going to go anywhere, then I'm gonna go to a tournament in Bristol. But also, I'm probably not gonna go to a tournament at all because I have to go to Brussels the weekend after. I know, I'm just so cultured. I'm not like the other English people. I have been to Europe. And it's not I'm not like the other English people. My day trips aren't actually to Paris. My day trips are to, like a drug capital. And it's not Amsterdam. It's not Amsterdam. It's not. Haven't the British invaded enough? Personally speaking, no. I need to invade more of Europe. You sound so white right now, Leon. That's fine. I have the marshmallow complexion. I'm allowed to sound like a white boy. It's what I am. I am thinking of going to the Phantom, though, which is in Australia, which I think might be insane, because I don't think I've made the money to justify going. But also, wouldn't it be so funny if I paid for $1,000 for a flight to go to Australia before I take a flight to America to play Melee? I've never been to the States, and at this point, I'm so, like, committed to a bit exclusively for myself that I would be willing to take a flight to Australia just so that I can really stick it to America. I think that would be really funny. Baby Cheese is in here going, no, Leon, you should definitely do sponsors. Meanwhile, I'm out here going, I can't even get people to go on the Patreon. Like, ain't no shot that I'm going for a sponsor. Leon BetterHelp sponsor would go nuts. I can't fucking stand the BetterHelp advert that I currently get, where it's some, like, I'm assuming it's like a FIFA YouTuber or something. It's some fucking English white boy, number 400 million, and it's not me. But it's some guy who is talking about BetterHelp, but he's, like, trying to act out being in distress. And it infuriates me because while he's doing it, he's got, like, a U2s of himself in the background, and I'm like, this is just gentrifying depression. Maybe it's not. Maybe he really do be sad and miserable, even though that's not, like, what necessarily therapy is for. It can be for a multitude of reasons. But it's like, I don't know, I feel like there's a bit of a culture clash going on there. I'd get you a sponsor on your channel easily. No, that's not what I mean. That's not what I mean. My point is, I don't know what my point is. I'm indecisive. Leave me be. I don't want to do sponsors. There are very few sponsors that I think I would do, and I wouldn't want to waste your time as you, like, shop me around to a bunch of fucking channels that... Not a bunch of channels, but a bunch of sponsors that, like, oh my god, are just gonna get declined anyway. And then you're sat there and you're going, Leon, what the fuck? And you're going, how did this happen? And I'm going, I don't really know. I'm playing Mario 64 really poorly. Oh god. You're incorruptible, the Dark Knight of YouTube. I have mad respect for that. I'm glad that you see it as respectable, because all of my mates that are YouTubers, they all look at me and go, Leon, you're dumb as hell. You're actually stupid. And I have to look them in the face and go, 1, no I'm not, and 2, I know. And they go, Leon, that's an oxymoron. And I go, I know it is. Leave me be. How often do you promote the Patreon? It's at the end of every single video. It's at the end of every video. It was at the start of this one. And it was in the middle of one of the other ones. Actually, the most edited videos I've seen. You should look at HQ Rubbish. Or Rubbish HQ. I can't remember what their YouTube handle is. And there's another guy. He made a Marvel video on Hisenko recently. Their videos are much, much better edited than mine. They're like genuine artists. It gives me hope for YouTube's future, seeing lesser known creators still making really good videos and kept with care and effort. Bruno Zone, that's the guy. But thank you for your message. I think that, like, I think it's easy to be a doomer about the state of YouTube, but also at the same time, it's like, I think it's like probably like a downswing period. We had an up period during COVID where viewership was really high for everyone, and so really small and niche and weird ideas could get a lot of viewers. And now we're kind of like back on a downswing as the economic state of the world comes to a fucking nosedive. And then once things start to level out again, I would imagine that it's going to go back to being kind of good. Shorts obviously are going to change the way that videos have been structured forever, but I still think that there's plenty of room for things to be good. Yeah, Bruno Zone with the Hisenko video, that video, bang. What inspires fighting games channels to have the best video editing for no reason? I don't think that's necessarily true. I think you need to go and look at like science channels. Science channels have like fucking crazy teams on them. I'm trying to make me a fucking science video at some point. I don't know what it would be on, especially since I don't know shit outside of like, hey, Mario goes backwards in this game, and also there's a very famous picture where he spreads his asshole. But like, I'm trying to make a science video at some point. Like once a year, I think like I should do a video that is completely unrelated to video games in its entirety. And I still want to do that, I just don't know what it would be. When's the Dodo video coming out? How did you know that I had the Dodo video in the back of my head? Did I say it on stream before? I would have to think about it. It's just like, that's a topic that's been done quite a lot. I would need to find like something new that other people haven't like discussed within it. Which realistically, there's probably quite a lot, because I would imagine that a lot of channels, even some of the really good ones, probably just like kind of went through the wiki. I've seen all of your streams in the past 4 months from start to finish. Simultaneously the least parasocial guy, but also at the same time, I would imagine that the stream is still small enough that that's not too weird yet. This is going to be a really bad run, so that when it PBs, I have a really fun start to run against. And then I get to run against this for like months and months and months and months. And I get to feel good about myself for like the first half of every single run, and then feel really bad throughout the rest of it. That's how it works. What do you use for the creation of the 3D parts of the videos? Blender. Like everyone who has kind of gotten into doing 3D video stuff in the last like 5 years, it's all Blender. It's all Blender, it's all the time. If you asked anyone before that point though, it would have been SFM. Like anyone between like 2012 and now, it's like they would have been into SFM. But now it's like, it's all Blender the whole way. It's just gone too good. It's too easy. It's an incredible piece of software. Use Blender. Learn Blender. Fucking make a funny little donut. I promise you it's worth it. Actual VFX artists in the chat be like, well, it's not Houdini, so fucking maybe keep a different piece of software in the pocket, just in case you want to do particle simulation. I said Blender good. I wasn't talking about you. I'm talking about the straw man that I'm making up in my head. Houdini's nuts. Okay. You have 2 whole chat messages lifetime, and they're both D's nuts. I hope you can keep this bit up for the rest of your life. Because if you crack, then we're gonna have some words. I'm gonna be calling your, your parents after school. Now I have 3 messages because they're all these nuts. That's what I'm saying. Keep it up, soldier. Real talk, though, Houdini is absolutely terrifying. Yeah, but I've seen some of the shit they can do, and It's unreal. I saw like a sand simulation the other day and I was like, that's just real life. That's not, there was nothing in there that was to be improved. It was real. You know how like years ago you'd be looking at the GameCube and you'd be like, graphics are never going to improve from this point forward? I think we're reaching the point, especially with environments, where it's, you'll never tell the difference. With human faces, of course, we're gonna, like, still be in a position where you can infinitely scale up and improve and improve and improve and improve in, like, gradual minor ways that might never reach the reality of the human face and all that shit. But in terms of environments, I think we should just stop. I think we've already, like, reached the point where it's indistinguishable. You show me something in Unreal Engine 5 and you show me, like, a house on the street and I'm got no idea. Absolutely none. We're at the point where I could be waking up in the goo any moment and I wouldn't really even question it. I'd wake up from the goo, I'd have tubes in my back and I wouldn't even be gasping for air. I'd just be like, yeah, of course. No shit. I saw a machine output the thing that I saw on the street. You really thought that I was unsure of if I was in the Matrix? Of course I was. Any laptop trying to run Houdini would explode with the force of a few hand grenades. Oh god. Oh no. Well, it's a good job that I know that nobody in the chat has a profession. Because, let's be honest, if we're talking about Blender and we're talking about Houdini and we're talking about all of this artistic software that allows us to do incredible things, there's an executive that isn't hiring any of us because, you know, ChatGPT can spit out a picture of Big Mommy Milkers in half the time. So, why would he hire us? That one's kind of real. You coming to the stream for some peace of mind that your job isn't being taken over by AI. Me only having one discussion topic. It was a match made in heaven. Can we over there? No, you mother... Every single time. I don't know why this part of this level is so tough for me. What the... Oh. So true, so depressing. That's what I'm saying. I'm actually, like, zooming. They call me Trackmania the way that I'm stupid and dumb in a dead game. Trackmania isn't dead. I don't know why I decided to throw shade at a community that I've, like, never interacted with. At least if I say it about, like, Melee, it's, like, it's all jest. Because, let's be honest, I live in, like, probably the second most, maybe the third most active country in the world for Melee. And yet we're still kind of ass, but, you know, that's neither here nor there. Melee is having its baby rage moment right now on all sides. What are you talking about? Are you sure? Have you just been looking at Twitter? A very original opinion. We need to stop looking at Twitter. Especially as like an actual reflection of how communities feel about things. There's 20 guys complaining about fucking Bimblo Scrimblo right now. But if you ask the 5 people that actually log in to play Bimblo Scrimblo every single day, they'll tell you that it's pretty good. And you'll ask them about the drama and they'll go, yeah, I don't really care. And then they'll keep playing Bimblo Scrimblo. There's people going, oh, Cody, fucking, I hate seeing Cody win on fucking Twitter. And you know what the people in the venue are doing? They're going, hey, does anyone have any cat? And we love that for them. We love that for the people in the venue. Of course we hate the person on Twitter. They're on Twitter. This is a state of already knowing what's going on. Mango tweets were based. I'll be completely honest with you. You know, you want to know what Melee players I listen to? I listen to Max. I listen to Naproxen. And I listen to really only like Max and Naproxen. Because why would I care about the opinions of Melee from someone that I've never met? Who cares? For me. Obviously, if you care, then that's fine, but also don't get too upset. Somebody got really upset at me the other day on YouTube. You might even be here, who knows? You had a little subscriber bag in your, like, comment name. Someone got really mad at me on YouTube for a video, the Guilty Gear Missing Link video, because I compared Tekken 3 to Guilty Gear Missing Link, which one, I don't even remember doing. 2, I definitely don't remember making the video. And 3, why do you care? Shit was made like 3 years ago. And also, like, You care more than me. I don't know. Some people need to, like, chill the fuck out. If I remember correctly, the comment was something along the lines of, do you want to lose all credibility for such a boneheaded take comparing Tekken 3 to a game that was made by 12 people? And this is like my toxic trait. I hate the viewer. I always hate the viewer. Right now, not like, I don't hate you as an individual. I hate you as like a concept and a construct. And then when somebody like comes around and is mad at me for something that I don't give a shit about, then of course I'm gonna get like, of course I don't fucking care. And now I care way too much about the fact that he cares way too much. But like, I didn't care about Lil Bro thinking that I gave a shit about like comparing Guilty Gear to fucking Tekken. I was very tempted to respond to them like, yes, I do want to lose all credibility. Because it means that somebody like him would not be in my comment section. They would go the fuck away. I don't know, man. I'm here to make funny little videos. I'm not here to fucking get into arguments over stupid bullshit. Over fucking going like, yeah, Tekken 3 was better than this game. They're in my head, I know, but like, at the same time, I kind of want them there because I want to rattle at their cage and go, you're dumb, you're dumb. Part of me enjoys it. What can I say? I think your videos are both funny and little. I agree. To add to that, I think that people in Twitter have an issue with understanding opinions can be opinions. Yeah, true. I agree. There's definitely, like, people out there that, but I mean, this is more a problem of, like, just human nature, where people just want to have an opinion. People just want to go, this thing kind of sucks. Like, oh, I'm not enjoying this video game. And then they try and feed you solutions, and it's like, no, I just want to complain, like, a little bit. And then it's like, there's that, and then there's the third guy that enters the room that goes, like, well, you're wrong. And it's like, fucking, I was never right. This is opinion. Not a discussion of right or wrong. I'm just not having a good time. He's in his making people up arc. I know. How does he keep doing it? How can he keep making up so many people in his head? Please, for the love of God, get me up there without dying. That would be very base of me. Because if I get up there without dying, then realistically, this could be like I could be back on time. Mama Liz's time save? Okay, well, Leon, this is a PB trust. I mean, it's not very hard. There's so much time to save. This is still a PB trust. I believe you. You might have a point. Get rid of the data. Bring it back. My streamer. To be fair, I did wake up and I felt like this was gonna be a bad gaming day. Not necessarily like a bad day in general, but it was just like, something feels off. Something's not right. And I know that I kind of say that every single day, which might be a more indicative of the mental state that I'm in, but it's just not a gaming day. I know you get asked this a ton, are you completely sick of hearing about opinions on Strive Shifted? I don't care. I don't care. I'm probably not going to play it. If they add Venom, I will play it. Otherwise, I don't care. And I am very sick of hearing about it. I'm not sick of hearing about the game. I love hearing about Strive when it's like people that are excited about Strive. But I am sick of both the people that are sick of Strive and also the people that, like, keep asking me if I have opinions on Strive. No offense. That's fair for you to be curious. You don't know. You can't know unless you ask. You did the right thing, but also I'm sick of hearing it. Like the fucking... Did you guys see on Twitter? I know, Leon argues about, like, oh, Twitter isn't representative about the people that actually, like, do a thing. And then, like, 20 minutes later, he's like, did you see the thing on Twitter? But did you see the thing on Twitter? Like, maybe, like, 3 weeks ago now? Maybe even, like, 2 weeks ago now. Where it was people complaining about an interview that Daisuke gave, where he said, like, Xrd and its design philosophy had to die in order to make Strive. And people were mad at it. And it's like, brother, we have our toy. Like, we already have Xrd. Why would you be upset that he's like, yeah, we can't make Xrd again? Like, because if we keep making Xrd, then we're just going to keep making Xrd. It's like, that's fine. And yet there was a couple of Guilty Gear players that were like, the fucking... the typical Guilty Gear player that's mad about Strive existing. Anime profile picture, you look at all of their retweets, it's all hentai. It's like typical Guilty Gear Strive hate, mad at Guilty Gear Strive existing and the developer wanting to move on to new design philosophies. And it's like, I don't know how to tell you this, but like, if we got Rev 3, if we got a new version of Revelator or like Sign 2, you wouldn't like it. You're a hater by choice, but you don't realize that you're like just a hater for no reason. And that's fine. I'm also a hater for no reason a lot of the time, but like, acknowledge that you're being a bit of a fucking wiener and pipe down. That's all I'm saying. There's two types of haters out there on the internet. And there's only two. This isn't a spectrum. There are haters that are very funny because they turn it into a point of, like, I can tell a joke with this. And there's haters absolutely insufferable. And I wish they would... That's not fine, kinda stupid, 100%. People who complain for no reason confuse me. See, chatter, I've just put you in the mix-up. I've put you in the conversation mix-up because I think there was a couple of minutes ago where you were going true, so true, where I was going, just let people complain about shit, who cares? We've all been hit by the mix-up, including myself. I hit myself with my own mix-up. And we should all take this as a lesson to realize that maybe we're all wrong. Damn, this dude got setups. Isn't this gaslighting? Okay, you've got a point. You might have a point, just a little bit. This is gaslighting. Oh, a minute. I'm a bad person. Streamer discovers that he is a bad person live on stream. Shocking considering he's streaming, which by the inherent nature of the media that he's creating implies that he's a dog shit human. Okay, run it back. We'll do like one more like actual attempt at a run because this was hot dog shit. Will we ever get out of the first 8 stars? Bowser 1, the true wall. You know, if I was listening to The Yard right now, I'd be sub 20. This is what I'm kind of like doing to relax at the moment. It's putting on like the same 3 episodes of The Yard, which all just so happen to be the one where Slime is wearing the t-shirt that I made for Fate, and I'm playing Mario 64. That's all I'm doing. And you know what? I think I am, and I mean this unironically, I think I'm living my best life for it. Leon, are you going to make a video about actually bad video games? There was a point where I was going to, and then I realized that the problem with that would be that I would have to play them. And in order to, like, play them and actually, like, make a video about them, you need to have, A, a strong opinion on it, which most of the time I really don't. And 2, actually, like, engage with a piece of media that you don't like for upwards of, like, 2 weeks. Which... I feel like I don't have to explain this, but, like, it's a fast path to not enjoying anything. Because you'll wake up and you'll just go, I have to do the thing that is really fucking bad, and I don't want to do that at all. And so you're not really, like, paying attention, because you're not really paying attention. You're, like, being really sloppy with it, and then every once in a while you'll catch yourself and you'll go, fuck, I need to actually pay attention, which requires you to go back to the thing that you don't enjoy and actually pay attention this time. It's just a cycle of misery. There must be millions of bad games by now. This is the thing. Video games are so expensive to produce and so time-consuming that a lot of, like, bad video games are actually just really mediocre video games. There's a lot of games that are just fine, and not a lot of video games that are genuinely bad. Like, look at the indie scene. A lot of the people that have, like, made indie games have made fine video games. But to describe, like, more than even, like, 20% of them as bad would be, like, just wrong. But the moment that it's AAA and it's got a budget behind it, you look at a fine video game and you go, there was money behind this. And it's just fine, which means that it's bad. And that's not, like, necessarily a problem, especially as, like, a consumer. That makes a lot of sense. But also, it's like a lot of games are just fine. If you could make a video about tearing up a bad game without having to play it, what would it be? Am I allowed to say Elden Ring? Because I don't like that game. I think that game is, like, bad. I think that game kind of sucks. Has some incredible moments. It's got incredible moments, but as a video game, it's, like, it's too long, it's too big. It's got really poor level design. The combat system is not very good, but it's overemphasized in the systems. It's the modern day Simon... It's modern day Simon Quest. You know Castlevania 2, how everyone's like, Castlevania 2 kind of sucks? Elden Ring is Castlevania 2. But we all love it because it has pretty graphics, and also it's made by FromSoft, who can do no wrong. And you're going, oh, you just don't like the thing that's popular. And the answer is maybe. I don't know, I just didn't like it. Thank you. Games should be shorter and easier. I'm old as fuck. Let me complete a game in a reasonable amount of time. This is actually what I'm saying. Like, I'm actually, like, I'm on this shit. I'm on fucking... Can we please just make video games that are interesting instead of video games that are hard? I don't care how hard your game is. I just want to fucking finish it in a reasonable time. And I'm sick of games that are like, oh, it's really good because the combat is sick. Fucking... Go play Kingsfield 4. It's an incredible little... Okay, it's got hot dog shit gameplay. Don't get me wrong. Like, the actual, like, combat in a moment-to-moment sense is miserable. I'm not saying that the fucking combat is good, but the level design and the way that the world wraps around on itself, it's fucking amazing. It's like an entire game that is just the start of Dark Souls, and it's just like, this is incredible. I understand your point, while 100 at the same time 1000% disagreeing with it. Fair enough. You are completely entitled to that opinion. And also, I hope that you enjoyed Stellar Blade when you inevitably go to play it. I don't know why there's not even, like, me trying to shoot genuine shots. I'm just here to villainify a viewer, you know? Get me out of here. Get me out. What's your favorite bad video game? Probably Mario 64. Can I get some ways in the chat? Can I get some bold, middle-aged men who really like spoons to go way in the chat, please? There we go. What's your least favorite good game? You'll never guess. I think it might also be Elden Ring. Because people really like Elden Ring, and I can acknowledge that it's got incredible bits. Like, the moment where you go down from, it's like one of the, you know the weird, like, spire things that have the elevator that go down into, like, the cosmic universe? Or, like, the cosmic underground thing? The first time that you, like, hit one of those, mind-blowing. Like, genuinely, like, holy shit, this game goes fucking crazy. But everything, well, not everything, and, like, the areas are really pretty. They're all gorgeous. They're lovely to, like, go through as, like, a walking sim. I just don't like playing the game. Not Bomb Rush Cyberpunk? No, definitely not. I think Bomb Rush Cyberpunk was really good as a first playthrough. I just wish that it was, like, I was expecting so much more from Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. Bomb Rush Cyberpunk was a really good game that I was let down by through what I feel is almost no fault of its own. A big part of the reason why I didn't like Bomb Rush Cyberpunk as much as I feel like I should have is just because I went in with way too high expectations. So, what can I say? What? The biggest boing of all time, maybe even too big. People are saying that it's ridiculous how big his boing was. Leon, have you watched the Rebuild movies? I watched fucking 3.0 point whatever the fuck it was called. The last one, and I really enjoyed it. But also at the same time, it was like, I'm not thinking about it, which is kind of like an insult to the film, but I don't know, I don't watch the last ones, I don't really care. What if we scrapped this stream? That's what I'm saying. What if we deleted the VOD? Blame it on Mario 64? I'm not doing that shit again. I already did that shit with Balatro. How do you feel about Drive Rush in Super Mario 64? Cool. This is the end of the stream. Come play Xrd with me? Nah, probably not. No offense. Alright, we go. Fucking bye-bye. Explosion.